attacks aren't working! Could its weakness be the rattle drum that's the same color as the mask? Be careful! Its attacks are speeding up! The attacks aren't working! Could its weakness be the rattle drum that's the same color as the mask? The attacks aren't working! Could its weakness be the rattle drum that's the same color as the mask? Be careful! Its attacks are speeding up! The attacks aren't working! Could its weakness be the rattle drum that's the same color as the mask? No! It's hiding the rattle's color! Which one is it? No! It's hiding the rattle's color! Which one is it? No! It's hiding the rattle's color! Which one is it? No! It's hiding the rattle's color! Which one is it? You...
You okay? Let me take a look. What were those monsters? They scared me half to death.
When the monsters charged at us, my knees nearly gave out. This old body almost couldn't handle it. Thank goodness for you, Artist Nikki. Counting that time I fell in the mountains, you've saved my life twice now.
We were lucky this time, but please, don't rush ahead like that again. You too, Artist Nikki. Take care of yourself.
I'm just glad everyone's safe. In times like these, the eye-dotting artist needs to step up.
Thank goodness.
Miss Bai!
Miss Bai has been painstakingly rehearsing this performance for weeks. She even altered the outfits herself, stitch by stitch. And now, for something like this to happen.
Same with my daughter. Miss Bai told her to enunciate clearly, and she ended up practicing all night. Now, months of effort, all wasted.
The show was meant to bring joy to the village. Even if they only got through part of it, if it brought out even one smile, it was worth it. As for me, as the painting guardian, I'm supposed to oversee the festival. I should have noticed something was off, but I failed. It's a good thing you stepped in, Nikki. Who knows how bad it could have been. When we invited you to take the stage, it was just meant to be ceremonial. We never expected something like this, but you handled it all so well. We've always known your skill with a brush, but your talent in battle, it's also impressive. When did you learn that?
Well, when you travel and gather inspiration, things happen. After enough surprises, you kind of pick things up.
I see. So that's it. During rehearsals, you seemed a little stiff, but today everything just flowed. I suppose you've been putting in a lot of effort behind the scenes?
Honestly, I'm usually terrified of slipping up. But when the moment came, I just let go and went for it.
Today your hard work really paid off. You've more than earned your title as this year's eye-dotting artist.
All right. Enough with the chit-chat. It's nearly time. Let's go. Nikki, take the stage and dot the I.
The ink is fading.
How is this happening?
How could it be?
Did the eye dotting fail?
What? Something disappeared again. Just like those stones earlier.
Since it's the same strange phenomenon, maybe I can use my traditional Danjing painting ability to restore things here.
They're back. Everything that turned to ink really came back. Artist Nikki, you're incredible.
You really are an artist.
In all my years, I've never seen a power like that.
But a failed eye dotting. Has that ever happened in our village before?
That's bad. They say, when long remains blind, misfortune follows close behind.
Misfortune. Wait, could that explain the strange things that have been happening?
Even artist Nikki failed to dot Long's eye. Could it mean...
Nikki, do you think the failed eye dotting is related to those rumors going around?
I'm not sure what they've been saying, but after the eye dotting failed, and the tables and chairs turned to ink, I felt like something connected. Miss Sui must know more about what's been going on. Momo, let's go find her and ask.
I've checked the eastern and southern sides. Nothing else has turned to ink.
Thank you for trying, Miss Sui. I inspected the other areas. There were also no issues.
Strange things. These days it's one after the other.
Miss Sui, Miss Bai,
Come now. It's just one failed eye dotting. There's no need to look so down. Everyone knows it's not your fault.
Still, I'm the eye dotting artist. And everyone in Inkville's been looking forward to the Inuan festival so much. For something to go wrong now, it's hard not to worry. Miss Sui, do you have any idea why it failed?
Over the past few centuries, nothing like this has ever occurred. Even I don't know the cause yet. You've devoted yourself so fully to your art, it's no wonder you haven't noticed. But for over a decade, strange things have been troubling the village. At first, things were just going missing. Everyone assumed they were thefts until someone saw it happen. The objects simply dissolved into ink right before their eyes. Later on, the brush artisan Meng Xiuzhu disappeared. Everyone searched, but he was never found. Since then, there have been stories of people vanishing after being caught in the rain.
Missing items, missing loved ones. Naturally, people got scared, so scary tales began to spread.
Yes, and in recent years, the rains have grown heavier and more frequent, and strange things are also more common. Now, even the eye-dotting ceremony has been disrupted. No wonder people are so anxious.
To think all of this has been happening for over a decade, and no one has a proper explanation.
When things defy ordinary understanding, I can't help but wonder if something's wrong with the Long who watches over Danqing Island.
But nothing strange has happened to the pagoda. It remains inside, and only occasionally appears on Long Peak, just as before.
True. But that's why it's so strange. No one has ever actually seen the Long travel between those two places. Maybe the Long Pagoda holds secrets we've yet to uncover.
I can't rest until we find the reason the eye-dotting failed. Please, let me go to the Long Pagoda and see for myself. There might be some answers there.
If that's what you want, then let me accompany you. If anything dangerous happens, we'll be better off together.
That would be great. Miss Bai knows the Long Pagoda well. With the two of you together, I'll be less nervous.
No time to waste. Let's head there now.
The Inuan Festival is the most anticipated event, and now it's been ruined. I can't imagine how disappointed everyone is.
You shouldn't dwell on this. It's not your fault.
This is...
Nikki!
We just came back from the Long Pagoda.
Are you all right? When you suddenly showed up with Momo and Miss Bai, I was worried sick.
We're fine.
All I remember is touching the pagoda entrance, then hearing Long's roar. After that, everything went blank.
I felt the same. Either Long refused to meet us, or something happened to it.
Well, so much for hoping Long could help us.
It's okay. If that path's closed, we'll start with the strange things in the village.
That determined look of yours. You wear the same one when you're painting. I knew you wouldn't give up so easily. Miss Bai and I have been going over everything we know. The most unusual things happened over the past few months. I tried to look into them. I even collected rain from the places where the tales began, but found nothing useful. Miss Bai and I just reviewed everything we know. Take a look. As you heard, the first person affected was the brush artisan, Meng Xiuzhu. He vanished 10 years ago, and his family struggled ever since. I'll be heading to his home soon to check in on his foster daughter, Fu Ling. Poor girl.
Right before he disappeared, someone saw something turn into ink. The shock left them completely bedridden for days. Since then, 3 more strange incidents happened. Just 2 days ago, Uncle Go's hoe suddenly turned to ink. I visited his house, but didn't find anything else unusual. Something similar happened to the healer, Yun. A box of keepsakes from her late mother, Yunyang, dissolved into ink before her eyes.
Her mother passed away a while ago, and now without her keepsakes, she's very upset. She hasn't seen a patient in days.
Also, the Liu family's little girl hasn't been seen in days. Everyone is saying she's likely gone missing, just like Meng Xiuzhu and the others.
These stories are all strange. We'll need to investigate each one and find a way to resolve them.
You're right. Artist Nikki, I'd like to help with your investigation. Where do you want to go first?
Let's head to Uncle Go's place first. It happened recently, so the clues might still be fresh.
All right. Since Miss Bai is going with you, I can rest a little easier. I'll visit Meng's family to check in on them. If you find anything, meet me later by the bridge behind the village.
Wait, are they arguing?
Jin Sangzi, you stole my hoe. Now give it back.
Cut it out, Guardo. Who would want that busted old thing?
You stole it.
Ridiculous!
You?
Please, calm down. There's no need to get so worked up. Just talk this out.
No one can calm us down. Wait. Artist Nikki and Miss Bai?
You two are so in sync.
Miss Bai, didn't you stop by just a few days ago?
I did, but I've come back. I wanted to show Nikki your hoe. Uncle Go, why are you arguing with Uncle Jin again?
It's all because of that hoe. Perfect. You two can help settle this.
Okay, we're listening.
Jin Sangzi's hoe broke recently, that much I know. But today I saw him out with a new one. It looked real familiar, so I took a closer look. Sure enough, I smelled a floral scent that only comes from my yard. Everyone knows I've got a sharp sense of smell. I'm definitely right, so I'm certain he stole my hoe. And this whole turning into ink thing, just some nonsense he cooked up to cover his tracks.
Hey! I stay quiet for 1 second and you just spew nonsense, huh? Sure, my old hoe is broken, but the one I've got now is definitely the one I found at home this morning. I thought, since it was inside the house, it must have been bought by either my wife or my daughter Zien. So I just used it. Then this guy storms in, yelling that I stole it.
You took it, and you didn't ask.
Quit making stuff up!
You...
Gentlemen, arguing like this won't solve anything. Please, calm down.
Uncle Go, Uncle Jin, please listen to Miss Bai and take a deep breath. We don't even know if the turning to ink thing is real. As for the hoe, maybe it's just a mix-up. How about you let us look into it? Once we figure out the truth, we'll lay it out for both of you.
Gordo, you hear that? The truth isn't even out, so don't go pointing fingers! You!
Jin Sangzi, are you going to keep arguing here forever? If I spot even one weed in the field, you're in for it!
Xiaoxian, right away.
Artuo, go home and make the Shangbao.
Taiping? Yeah. Yes.
Whoa! A real case of there's always a bigger fish?
Artist Nikki, Miss Bai. Sorry about that.
So embarrassing. Those two are such a pain. They're probably sworn enemies from a past life who kept it going in this one.
Enemies from a past life?
Even if they were, there's no rule saying they can't get along in this life. From what I just heard, I think I've got the gist of things. Uncle Go's hoe turned to ink, and Uncle Jin suddenly had a hoe appear out of nowhere. Auntie Taiping, I'd like to start with the hoe at your place. Would you mind showing us?
No problem. Follow me.
If I hadn't already promised to meet up with the girls at the music hall, I'd gladly pitch in. I'll need to leave it up to you two.
Okay, leave it to Miss Bai and me.
Whoa! Just like the raft from before. This hole looks like it came out of a painting.
Oh, but it hasn't completely disappeared. Maybe I can use my dancing ability to restore it. Auntie Taiping, I tried restoring the hoe. Can you take a look? Does it belong to Uncle Go?
That's it, without a doubt. You've become quite impressive, Nikki. Thank you.
Don't mention it. Actually, I wanted to ask, before the hoe changed, did anything strange happen?
Nothing I can think of. It changed overnight. When morning came, it looked completely different.
Just like before, this turning into ink thing happens with no warning. Miss Sui and I tried to find a pattern before, but nothing.
At least we know Uncle Jin's hoe and Uncle Go's inked hoe aren't the same hoe.
So then, where did Uncle Jin's hoe come from? All these mix-ups are making my head spin.
No idea. Usually things will go missing, but this is the first time that something's just appeared out of nowhere.
Since Uncle Jin said he found the hoe at his house, why don't we go check it out? Maybe we'll spot something useful.
Yes. Let's go.
Looks like...
Miss Ziyan, it's rare to catch you at home. Are you off today?
Yes, you could say that. Speaking of rare, it's not every day I see you and artist Nikki together. What brings you two here?
Uncle Jin told us he found an extra hoe in the house this morning. You didn't happen to buy it, did you?
No, it wasn't me. And I don't think my mother bought it either.
Weird. How could it have just popped in out of thin air?
Nikki, did you say my father and Uncle Go got into another fight?
It was just a misunderstanding. Uncle Go smelled flowers on that hoe and assumed he stole it. That's how it all started. But we already restored the hoe, which proves your father didn't take anything. Once we get to the bottom of this, we'll clear things up between them.
Those two.
I understand your concern. The grudge between Uncle Go and your father didn't start yesterday. For them, making peace won't be easy.
But what I don't get is, my father actually respects him.
Huh? Really? That's not the vibe I got at all.
You don't know this, but every time I buy one of Uncle Go's Jungbao, even if Dad grumbles and sneezes, he still asks to take a closer look. He just can't swallow his pride. The moment he runs into Uncle Go, he gets all wound up and says awful things. And Uncle Go's no better. We've tried talking to them over and over, but nothing ever changes. My mother says they were sworn enemies in a past life, and honestly, I believe her.
Harboring ill will in a past life will haunt the present one. Grudges form easily but are hard to resolve. Going from that to harmony is even harder.
I still believe that even if they were enemies in a past life, this life is a brand new start. Who knows what might change given the right chance?
New possibilities. Easier said than done.
Maybe what they really need is the right moment. When that time comes, maybe they'll finally sit down and talk things out.
The right moment. Thank you, Nikki. As for my father and Uncle Go, I'll keep thinking about it.
No need to thank us. But now we're back to square one. Where do we go from here?
That hoe couldn't have really appeared out of thin air, right?
I have a hunch. There should be one other person who knows where it came from.
Do you mean... the person who used it? You mean we should ask Uncle Jin again?
Uncle Jean. Sorry to be blunt, but he's not the most detail-oriented man. I doubt we'll get much out of him.
That's right. He didn't even know where that hoe came from. He just picked it right up and used it.
So that means... the hoe seller. The person who sold the hose would definitely know where it came from and where it was heading.
Exactly. If I remember correctly, the only person in the village who deals in farming tools is Wu Dalang. When it's daytime, we could go ask him at his stall.
Good idea. Nikki, when it's daytime, let's go to Wu Dalang's stall to look for him.
The sun is warm and the fields grow long. Scythes, hoes, and sickles for the price of a song. Need a tool? Don't dare stall. Old Dalong has it all. Oh, if it isn't Miss Bai and artist Nikki. A sight for sore eyes. If it's a farming tool you're after, I'll find the perfect one for you.
Hi, Mr. Wu. We actually need to ask you something about a hoe.
Oh, I was wondering why you two were here. I thought our little artist might be interested in some farming tools for her paintings. Well, you've come to the right place. I know exactly who's bought them, who's broken them, who's mended them, and who's lost them in the village. Just ask Dalam.
Classic Mr. Wu. We actually want to ask, has anyone recently bought a hoe?
A hoe? Well, the only person to buy one lately was that young lad Dulan Hui. Wait, actually he came twice. About a week ago. He said the hoe he bought from me was working so well, he wanted another one just like it. I looked for ages and dug up the last one. Then a few days later, he came back for another one. I had to tell him he'd have to wait for me to make a whole new one.
Du Lan Hui. Wait, isn't that Uncle Go's son?
What? Oh, wow. This is getting confusing now.
I don't have solid proof, and I can't figure out his intentions, but my gut's telling me that hoe at Uncle Jin's place is the same one Lan Hui bought.
Well then, it looks like we'll need to ask Du Lan Hui a few more questions. I just don't know if he's at home or at the stall.
Oh, I actually ran into him earlier, in the woods by Uncle Jin's place. He was pacing around all alone, brows furrowed. No idea what he was worried about.
Thanks, Mr. Wu. We'll head there now.
Xian, you won't believe. The other day, I went around the mountain to try and find a way up. I didn't find a path, but I did spot a white figure floating by. It was so mysterious.
I've told you, the backside of the mountain is dangerous these days. Why would you go there alone again?
I was just passing by and couldn't resist. Huh? Nikki and Miss Bai? Fancy running into you here.
Lan Hui, you... Why are you with Miss Zian?
I was just... Oh, I heard my dad and Uncle Zin arguing again, but I wasn't there when it started, so I came to ask Miss Zian.
So, what brings you here this time?
So, about that hoe. Lan Hui, we asked Mr. Wu. Somebody bought a hoe from him recently. That was you, right?
Oh no, I forgot about him. Well, that's... actually...
It seems I can't hide it anymore. Nikki, Miss Bai, I'm sorry. Earlier, I lied. You guessed right. After hearing that our hoe was broken, Lan Hui went and bought us a new one. I didn't dare tell my parents. I brought it home quietly and hid it somewhere no one would notice. But before I could come up with an excuse, my father found it. And, well, you know the rest.
I see. No wonder you kept quiet. With Uncle Jin's temper, if he found out the hoe came from Lan Hui.
We thought the same. But in the end, it just led to yet another argument, and Xian had to go out of her way to help me cover it up. It all went so wrong.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Lan Hui. But now that things have come this far, I think it's time we tell Uncle Go and Uncle Jin the truth.
You're right, of course. But what Zian and I are worried about is how to tell them while also keeping them calm.
Don't worry. How about you just start by telling us how the bad blood between your fathers started?
Yes. If we can figure out the root of the problem, maybe we can actually fix it.
Really, it's all just a bunch of small misunderstandings. When we first moved here, my dad gave Uncle Jin a xiangbao as a gift. Nobody knew it would make him sneeze for over a week. It only cleared up thanks to Miss Chow, the healer.
Also, my father does singing exercises early in the morning. Most folks don't mind. Some even like waking up to it. But Uncle Go couldn't sleep through it. He even thought my dad was doing it to get back at him.
Then later, my father planted flowers that attracted bugs, which stung Uncle Jin.
Another time, my father got so wrapped up in singing with his friends that he accidentally trampled Uncle Go's flowers.
Oh, wow. Oh, this is making me start to sweat.
Yeah, it's a bunch of little misunderstandings that snowballed into a big grudge. But I remember Ziyan once saying that Uncle Jin actually likes the xiangbao Uncle Go made.
He does, but Uncle Jin's too proud to admit it. He's never even stepped foot in our shop. Honestly, though, my father's the same. It's frustrating.
Huh. Hearing all this, I have an idea. I think this may be exactly what's needed to help them finally make peace.
Do you mean, while telling the truth about the hoe, we should use it as an opportunity to help them see how they really feel about each other?
Exactly. Both of them have been too proud to back down, and they both believe the other is wrong. So why not use this to move things along? We reveal the truth about the hoe and clear up the old misunderstandings too.
Nikki's right. I want to try one more time, not just for me and Xian, but for my father and Uncle Jin. I want them to become real friends.
Me too, but just in case something goes wrong, maybe we should tell just one of them first and see how they react. If it doesn't go well, we might still have a chance to fix things.
I think Miss Zien is right. In that case, Nikki, who do you think we should tell first?
Let's tell Uncle Jin first. This time, he is the one who was wrongly accused.
All right, and I'll talk to my father. Whatever happens, come to Longhui's house tomorrow at noon, and I'll update you.
Gordo, come out! You'd better apologize to me today!
Father, don't.
Jin Sangzi, what are you shouting about now?
Hey, I'm not shouting! Nikki and Miss Bai got to the bottom of it. Turns out this hoe was a gift from your son to my family. But without cause, you went ahead and accused me anyway, so apologize!
Father, let me explain.
Explain what? You really...
Gordo, there's so much evidence, just admit it already.
You...
Uncle Jean may have had a point. the way he handled it only made Uncle Go dig in his heels. The two of them started arguing again, and with neither of their wives around, no one could stop them. Things quickly got out of hand, and it turned into a fight. What no one expected was that in the midst of the scuffle, the commotion would shake loose tiles from the eaves. They fell and struck everyone. Nikki was knocked unconscious. After that, more and more people and things started to disappear from Danting Island. Until one day, Nikki also vanished without a trace.
Nikki, watch out! Huh? Why are we here? What about Uncle Go and Uncle Gene? Weren't they just arguing?
I can feel a strange power. It's like time rewound. Maybe it's giving us a chance to go back and make a better choice. No matter what, at least we know one thing. We can't tell Uncle Gene first. We have to find Lan Hui and Ziyen as soon as possible.
The attacks aren't working! Could it be because the color drum that's the same color as the mask? No! It's hiding the rattle's color! Which one is it?
Nikki, what brings you back?
I gave it some more thought. Uncle Jean has a short fuse, and if he finds out, I'm afraid he'll go straight to Uncle Go, and we might not be able to stop him.
Nikki's right. I didn't think it through. And my mother will be at the music hall tonight. I probably wouldn't be able to stop him on my own.
So I think it's better if we tell Uncle Go first. Auntie Saiping will be there, so she can help Lan Hui talk some sense into him.
Makes sense. With my mother there, my dad will be sure to listen. All right then, let's meet at my place at noon tomorrow.
Wow, look at the crowd. See? Everyone else showed up on time while you were still at home dilly-dallying.
I did not. Besides, what could that loudmouth even have to say? Anyway, since we're all here, Gordo, if you've got something to say, spit it out.
This time, I misunderstood and wrongly accused you. I'm sorry.
You...
Also, here's this Shangbao as an apology. Don't worry, this one won't make you sneeze.
Uncle Jin, my father's always felt bad about the Xiangbao he gave you. He's been wanting to apologize, and this one is specially made by him. It's fully sneeze-proof.
You talk too much. Between the apology and the gift, now I'm not sure what to say. All right, okay, it's not a big deal. And if we're being honest, I owe you an apology too. You see, it's my habit to warm up my voice in the morning. I didn't know you had to care for the flowers at night, and I wound up disturbing your sleep. That's my fault.
Uncle Go, after that, my father moved his singing further away, just so he wouldn't disturb your rest again.
Ah, my girl! Why are you selling your old man out like that?
Nikki, Miss Bai, thanks so much for your help. If it wasn't for you, Zion and I might have really given up this time.
And you really ought to thank them properly. And if you're gonna see Ziyan, do it with your head held high. She's a wonderful girl, and you better treat her right. If you don't, forget Uncle Jin. I'll be the one to set you straight.
Give it a rest. Lan Hui is way more reliable than you ever were.
So, you two already knew about me and Zion?
Stop giggling.
Hate turned into fate. It really happened.
It's a really good thing. Miss Bai, aren't you happy?
Of course I'm happy. It's just... I always thought changing a yin yuan was like rowing against the current, requiring tremendous effort and sacrifice. I never expected it could be resolved so smoothly.
Each yin yuan has its own rhythm, and new connections always bring unexpected changes. Sometimes, without us even noticing, the threads that seemed broken are quietly mended.
Maybe you're right. Now that this matter is settled, Artist Nikki, where would you like to go next?
I want to visit Yoon's house. As the village healer, if she's not seeing anyone, it'll be bad for her patients.
Good idea. Yoon lost her father when she was young, and her mother passed away from illness not long after. Now, she's left with her elderly grandmother. It would be great if we could help her find her keepsake.